Hello.
Hi, everyone.
We are hunkering down for the ice storm of the century, or so everybody at Walmart will lead you to believe. You should see the Walmart parking lot right now. It looks like it's Christmas Eve. I shit you not. It is cars on the grocery side. It is cars all the way out to the end of the parking lot because we've got 2 to 4 inches of snow coming and like a quarter of an inch of miscellaneous. We're doomed.
Yeah, so everyone's out buying their 12 gallons of milk and their, I don't know, every bread, all that. We did stop and got some lunch meat and bread, something to drink. So, you know, if we lose power where we live, we will most likely probably lose power. But we're fine. We'll be all right. No one knows how to drive out here.
The main issue is, and I was saying this in our video the other day, is we live about...
Buddy, move your ass.
We live about 3 miles...
Sorry.
3 miles off the main drag. So...
In the woods.
Yeah, out in the woods. So... Basically, they're saying... You know, the main roads will probably end up being okay by like 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow. Maybe. But the secondary roads will really not be okay. Like our roads in our neighborhood,
you won't get out.
You just won't get out. We won't get out tomorrow. We did tomorrow's job today, and we will probably lose Tuesday and Wednesday's work, likely. There is so much shade going across the road that, number one, because we live out in the country and we live near a lake, it's always about 3 degrees colder than it is up in town anyway.
Well, the lake's in our backyard, so
yeah,
it's cold out there.
And then the other thing is, because the trees come across the road, and we're talking country back road, the ice where the shade is will not melt because no sun hits it. And there is so much shade that it's like every 20 foot is a stretch of ice 40 foot long.
Well, tell them how much fun it's going to be to take the 3 dogs down.
You know, we live upstairs because we live in a lake. So the house is on stilts. So we'll have to take the dogs down with like snow all over the deck, all over the ramp, all over the stairs.
And ice.
And ice. So anyway, we bought a bunch of salt. So, and I know people be like, "You need rock salt." Nah, we just bought some salt. It'll work. We had it. I'll tell you why everybody acts this way. Back in 1999, East Texas had an ice storm, and it knocked out power for about 350,000 people. And nobody's forgot that. There were people out in areas kind of like where we live that were without power for nearly 3 weeks.
God, we're going to die. Look at this idiot.
Yeah. So for almost 3 weeks, there were people without power. And we were without power, dead in the middle of a town of 90,000 for 5 straight days. And it just caught everybody off guard. The weathermen did not call for anything like that. It ended up sleeting and freezing raining for like 8 hours straight. And it just snapped light poles and brought down lines, snapped trees on the power lines. It was a nightmare. And the roads were iced over for, I know, at least 6 days. They were virtually impassable.
It could be worse. We could be in New York, you know, Midwest. Northeast. I've lived in Chicago. I've lived in Colorado, and
I call horseshit on that.
I did live there.
No, I call horseshit because
Well, they're prepared.
we're not prepared
not.
for it. We don't have plows,
No.
and we just now have gotten where we've kind of learned that salt is better than sand. I mean, they've got the salt solution they put out now, but 5 years ago they didn't. 3 years ago they didn't. So, no, we're not prepared for it at all.
They don't put anything out where we live.
So the roads aren't clear to drive.
This is into.
This is going into our back roads. So you see all the shade on the road? That will all be ice that will not melt tomorrow. Anyway, and it won't melt. They're saying our first anyway, I better end the video.
Y'all be safe.
Take care.
Bye.
Later.